There we go.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. It is Capri Cares. As you can see, know that I care and care that I know. We greet you from the Facebook page of the Ephesian Primitive Baptist Church. We greet you from my YouTube page this morning, and we greet you from Twitter. Good morning to all. And today we have a special guest, Boss Lady. I know her in many capacities, but we're going to do Capri Cares today. So sit tight, relax, and let's be inspired and motivated. Know that I care that I know. It is Capri Cares. We're back, folks. Know that I care that I know. Capri Cares. Thank you, Evangelist Shirley Mortina, Angela Courtney, for everybody else who's on. Like, share, comment. Stacy, Lakeisha Frierson, good morning. Boss Lady, tell me something good. Tell me something good this morning.
Happy bonus day, Cornelius. And you know what a bonus day is. I always say no time is promised to us beyond the moment of our birth. So therefore, every moment after that is a bonus. So it's up to us to recognize that and enjoy it.
Wonderful. It is a bonus. It is a bonus. Listen, y'all, we have a special week in front of us, and what makes this week special, like any other week, we get to determine some of the outcomes of our week. Not every outcome is determined, or we get to determine, but we have those in the moments. And Stacy and I have had an in the moment experience this morning already, and that's kind of going to help us with Capri Cares today about being in the moment and your reaction and your response in the moment. Because you can react one way and then you can respond totally different. And in your reaction, Stacey, and in your response, you might overlook some details. And we have to be ever so mindful that we do not overlook the details when we reacting and responding. So I'm going to put it in your hands. The ball is in your court. Let's give you about a minute. If you can do a minute and a half, talk about the response or the reactions and how we can overlook things in the moment sometimes.
Well, thank you so much, Cornelius. The first thing I'm going to say is I'm so happy to be here with you today. And this is such a great topic to speak about. In the moment, you can overlook some things. And one of the things you can overlook is a blessing, because sometimes we put blessings on a hierarchy. There are big blessings, small blessings, medium-sized blessings, when at the end of the day, they are all still yet blessings. And if we're not careful in the moment, we can overlook blessings. We can overlook opportunities that still yet bring a blessing to our lives. So I can sum it up very quickly in saying that this morning when I spoke with you, I was going to discount, that I was tired. I had been up since 2:00 in the morning. I'm like, oh no, I'm not going to do this. And I was going to overlook an opportunity for this to bless me as well as it could bless whoever is going to be listening and watching today. So I was able in the moment to catch that. And I was able to take a pause in the moment, take a pause and say, wait a minute. There was a reason that phone rang. There's a reason I answered that phone. There's a reason Cornelius said, I want you to come on and let's have a conversation. So I may not know what that reason is, but I will not overlook the moment.
I like what you said about taking the pause, because in my reaction, there is a pause. Let me pause. Between my reaction and my response ought to be a pause.
Should always be a pause.
Oftentimes, I find myself reacting and responding without taking the necessary pause. And when I don't take that necessary pause between my reaction and my response, I overlook a blessing.
All right.
I overlook a blessing because, Andrika, sometimes between my reaction and my reaction is just instinctive. You can't control that reaction. It's just, if I jump at you, you flinch. That's a reaction. But it's the response sometimes. The response, do I need to react and respond the same way? Because my reaction is in what happened to me, and I begin to internalize some things. And then my response becomes my output and my outflow. And I have to be very careful that my outflow and what my input doesn't do, they don't warrant the same message. Can I say that?
Because your output is your action.
Yeah.
It's your reaction.
It's my reaction.
Yes.
Reaction. And oftentimes we get so reactive that in my reaction, we begin to damage sometimes our own character because of the reaction, because we didn't take a pause between the response and the reaction.
Right.
And I need to learn to take a pause. And people that's putting it on the screen, take a pause. Take a pause. Ma'am, sir, just take a pause right now. Take a pause.
You know what happened in the pause? You know what can happen in the pause?
What happens in the pause?
Well, for me, in my pause, I was able to hear. You can't hear the voice of the Lord if you don't take a moment to pause.
Mm-hmm.
So in my pause, I was able to hear from the Spirit and what I should do. And so my response was governed in the pause by what I heard while I was in the pause. So my response, obviously and clearly, as a result of me being here, my response was yes, so I didn't miss that blessing that was to come.
Take a pause. Take a pause. Because I need to make sure that my reaction and my response, I don't need to make them correlate and congeal and put them in the same emotional tank and intelligence. Because if I become too reactionary without that pause, I possibly could damage who I am. Yes, I'm telling you, Monique. If I do not, Monique, yeah, she said she had to pause. Lakeisha, if I do not pause, like Stacy said, and Lakeisha just said it, I might just actually miss what needs to be heard. And if I miss what needs to be heard, then I run the risk of
missing what needs to be done.
Oh, right. If I miss what needs to be heard, I might miss what needs to be done.
So you'll miss taking the appropriate action.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. Hey, y'all, we're closing on that. This is all you get. This is not my formal talk show, but Andrika and I have been planning and thinking, and Stacy, I'm glad you've come on, and we had other guests. We're going to do something different with Capri Cares because it's about to just blow up. Uh-oh, hold on. And then Gavin, he said, God's expenses at stake when we don't pause. Good God. Say it, girl. I don't want to be guilty. Come on, Adnet. And then I got to get you on here too. And I asked you for Bible study the other week. Let me know when you were free. But anyway, y'all, it's Capri Cares. Know that I care and care that I know.